2076, science says now to a whole new world, in which global warming isn't an issue as it used to be, and almost every diseases are now curable. But for the most important part, peace and equality triumphed over racism. However, today is the first day of February, a month that used to be the Black History Month. For the 100th anniversary of this forgotten event, scientists have succeeded in restoring the consciousness of two particular black musicians, who you might have already heard of. But first, we'll see why a month was consecrated to black people.
16th century. The discovery of the America by Christopher Columbus led the triangular commerce and the beginning of the slave trade. Initially, Europeans come to Africa. In their boats, they carry weapons, fabrics, jewelry, alcohol. On the spot, they exchange these goods against men. Sometimes, they will directly capture them in their villages in the middle of the night. Then they embark them by force in their boats and cross the Atlantic. Direction West Indies, United States or Brazil. The slaves are crammed into the hold of ships. There are sometimes 600 in the same boat. During the trip, many die of illness or violence abuse. On the American continent, the survivors are sold to whites who will force them to work or exchange for rare goods in Europe: coffee, tobacco, sugar, cotton. Once they have returned to their country, slave traders sell what they brought back, and then they start again. In total, more than 12 million Africans were torn from their land, a crime against humanity.
But in 1865, Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States of America, and his Congress voted the 13th Amendment to ban all forms of slavery. After many years of pain and struggle to gain their statehood and the same rights as white people, black people had a really big influence on the American culture in many forms of art, such as one of the most known, music. The consciousness of Duke Ellington and Drake has been restoring, especially for the 100th anniversary of the Black History Month. Hey, my name is Duke. You might know me for many jazz songs, such as In a Sentimental Mood. I started piano at the age of 7, and I'm really proud of what I achieved during my life, and what other artists did after me. Today, I can testify that jazz could never have been possible without the Afro-American culture, just like many other arts. My father was an Afro-American. He used to be a drummer in the band. He's the one that gave me taste for music, but my kind of music was not created by white people. Indeed, trap music and hip-hop was born and created in the Bronx by black people. And thanks to them, I was capable of releasing tons of hits like God's Plan.
Just like the Stuman said, the influence of the African on America is huge, and music is not the only art that was changed by African American, but in many other arts or technologies. Indeed, a lot of technical progress like the electric lamp or the elevator were brought by the blacks. That's why a month was consecrated to this ethnicity that was previously despised, but who from now on have quite their place in the world as any human being.